Hello everybody, and welcome to a new video series where I will be starting a campaign with a $1 million balance on the books. Unfortunately, I also have a $1 million debt to the bank, so basically starting at zero. This is going to be on a newly downloaded map. I'll zoom out for you guys. This is it. It is got a lot of very large fields. Not very many to purchase, but they are expensive. If you're to buy one of these larger fields, obviously over $1 million. The really neat thing about it is, on a game I played before, on some of these contracts, the contract amounts are massive. Like one of them I got was to harvest a certain field was $250,000. So kind of nice. We will be purchasing our own equipment. I will be allowing myself to use AI workers. However, I will not allow myself to lease vehicles. So our initial purchases are going to be need to be very calculated. One of the mods I have installed is it extends the amount of vehicles that are up for sale. So there'll be a lot more than you're used to seeing. This will help us out tremendously because this is my first time recording and I'm horrible at this game, so I need all the help that I can get. One of the first things I look for is this, which is a very good disc harrow for cultivating contracts, and this one's half off. Granted, it's got 27 hours on it, but that really doesn't matter. So that is definitely one thing I will be picking up. I did not need a seeder unit because I will not be seeding with it. And most of the stuff we're going to be initially, well, all the stuff we're going to be doing initially is going to be coming from contracts because we do not own any land. We do have some fertilizer stuff, but I don't have any stuff needing herbicide yet. 50,000 is not horrible. I bet you I can find another one though. But there are lots of these. So one of the problems I have is I start scrolling through, I see something and I buy it instead of continuing to scroll through and see something better down the line where I could have saved some money. So I will be doing that today against my better judgment. Unless I see a hoe, because there really is only one hoe, and that's usually the contracts that I end up getting, which there's already one available. That's a good size. That's only 10 meters. Just a good 6R, 9 hours only, and 50% off. That might be a really good purchase. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I also have the Nextat pack that just released today for me. So our goal on this is to get out of the negative and to repay our loan, and to work our way to get the Nextat equipment, which, I mean, realistically, if you want to just harvest, you're going to need like $1.2 million just to be able to do that. So that's kind of our goal. I'm picking stuff up along the way. That's not bad either. Alright, keep going. Keep on task. Keep on task. You'll also notice that with this mod, you can also just buy random bales of straw and like seeds, and you can get seeds super cheap. So if we see those, we normally do grab them because that is that's kind of a freebie. That's a no-brainer. So we're also going to be looking for, because these are big fields, so we're going to be looking for very large harvesters, very large headers. Dang it! See, I already screwed up. The other one was 58%. I believe this is 60 off. We're also going to be looking for a truck and trailer to haul large amounts of goods. I'm not going to do a trailer and a tractor trailer. I'm going to do an 18-wheeler tractor trailer to increase that the size I can do. So let's keep looking here. Don't want a bale handler. I will want to get a front loader with bale spikes and stuff like that as well. So if we see something like that, I really like skid steers. It's just with the setup I have, which is the Thrustmaster 248, and I've got a Thrustmaster farm stick, and I've got a Razor left-hand keyboard. It's that half keyboard. It's got all my controls on it. I'm still getting used to using it. Everything's kind of right at my waist level though. So you'll be hearing the wheel spin. You'll be hearing clicks and stuff from the wheel because their paddle shifters are very loud, and I use that for my cruise control. So let's continue on and see if we can find what we need. Probably, well, I won't need a baler until I have my own stuff. That's more expensive, 6R, but it's the upgraded version. No, it's not. It's the downgraded version, but it's still only 9 hours. I also am going to pick up one of these or the ones above it. There were some John Deere ones. I'm not really one way or the other on make. Ooh, that definitely might be a pickup. That's very cheap for a tractor. More headers, more headers, more headers. Really need a combine is what I need. I might pick that up. These are what I use mostly, these forklifts, because with the skid steers and this setup, you cannot deactivate it. So if you start using pedals and a wheel, it will not stop spinning no matter what you do. So skid steers are kind of out on what this is, unless I turn the dead zones on, but then that screws everything up. So most likely I'll just end up using the forklifts. Actually, I would more want this. There's a lot of hours on it, but that's okay. That's a big capacity. 6 hours. Still $500,000. Oh no. There's a modded one that I like. That's quite a bit cheaper. It's probably cheating, but I'll end up probably getting that. Lexicon, I'm not really a super big fan of. I like the Massey's. They just got really small ability to grab stuff. Okay, and then we got the small Massey at the very end. What is this? Oh, that's the grape stuff. Okay, so we looked through. We didn't see really anything. Let's jump it out. I am definitely going to pick up the Volvo. I'm going to need that. I do not need upgrades because I know the engine's like ridiculous on this. Yeah, 600 horsepower. I can get more later. I don't really need that big of a wheelbase. Realistically, the 4x2 I think would be fine. Aero parts don't need. Mirrors I don't really use. Front mounting looks cool. $250. We're gonna change up the color. I don't recall if it costs money. No, it doesn't. Okay, rim design, if I can get chrome, I will, because I like the look of chrome. Good, no color, no cost. And that is what I'm going to purchase for sure. Okay, and then we're going to go back up. I don't want to buy it yet, though. See if I can find a trailer. Got the liner, but that's pallets, right? Yeah, that's pallets. Okay, remember there's 4,100 for the Hauer. I will need a tractor. And I probably will get that one at the top. I do like Vultures. I actually like the S better than the T. But that's a good price. That's a better price. No, it's not. What's the hours difference? 3. Where was I? Okay, so the John Deere's a little bit more on this one, but there was 2 others. I like these. They're not very fast though, and I'm not sure exactly what I would use it for other than just driving around. That seems like a waste of money right now. All right, here we go. So one's got 16 hours and it's $6,000. So what's the difference? Let's look. Okay. Ah, the horsepower requirement. Quite a bit. Okay, so this one requires only 90 horsepower. 6 grand. These ones require almost 300. Then that means it probably gather a lot more. Okay. Fent was only 142. Yeah, we're not getting that. More of the profit liner. I do have a lot of mods installed. If somebody wants to see them later, that's fine. I can show that. Not the Massey. I'm really looking at this one. 9 hours. It's 300 horsepower. Well, it's not 300 horsepower yet. Now it's 300 horsepower. Only 9,000. That's not bad. You can get the Noikian tires. Those don't look that cool on this one. The Noikians are usually really cool looking. BKT, can we get wheel weights? Perfect. Front load attacher, yes, and I need the 3-point for sure. Oh, $150,000. You know what? Sure. It's not horrible. Not great. I'm sure I'm gonna see something else that I want here. Yeah, it's the same one, but it was the same price. I'm not worried about it. Ooh, fertilizer. This is a good one to grab. It's got quite a swath. Yeah, 42 meters. And I will bet that I've got crop destruction off, so narrow tires doesn't matter. I bet I'm gonna get some fertilizer contracts. Just buying up everything. Buying up everything. I thought I already bought this. Did I buy a different one? I did. Must have been 2 for sale. Okay. Okay, so we got liquid fertilizer. Don't need that. I don't need slurry tanks. Water tank. Eventually, I will get one of these because I do like to get greenhouses. That's a good way to get some income, but we need to have land first for that, obviously. The pesticide one, I don't need that for now. There's nothing. Oh, I do need a wheel weight or a weight. I always forget to pick these things up. So I got something better than 750. Or you can get these bigger, right? Like you can just increase them? No. Some of them you can. John Deere for a John Deere. 1.2 tons, sure. Why not? Buy it. That one's pretty cheap. Okay, so I've got 8 truck tractor. I've got my John Deere. I've got a cultivator, a fertilizer, weight, and I did not pick up the front arms, but that's okay. I have the auto start off because I like to play it this way better. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start picking stuff up. We'll load the wheel weights on. Like I said, probably in the background you're going to hear my wheels spinning. I also have the farm task setup, so it sets it up like how the wheel is inside of the tractor, like right there. That is basically the exact way I have mine set up. I do recommend getting that. It's very nice. And then I also have with the farm stick. I definitely recommend that because it saves me a lot, especially using forks. So we're gonna move everything over to this farm. So this farm across the street, this one right here, is purchasable. I believe it's the only one on this map that's purchasable. And we're just gonna steal his land for a little bit. And this is where I'm gonna start parking my stuff without his knowledge. I'm just gonna move stuff over. I'm probably gonna fill the fertilizer up, and I'm going to get some forks or a front loader for this. Oh, back to this. Okay. So that tractor is 300 horse. So I can probably get one of these bigger ones. I don't think I'm ever gonna need the power as much. but why not? So we'll get these. They look cool. And then eventually I'm going to need some, like I said, some bale spikes. Or I don't even really need bale spikes. You can just use the pallet forks and just jam them into bales. But again, that's a long time down the road. Really don't even need all this stuff now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to try and pick up a hoe. I missed it. There we go. Okay. Easy purchase. And the next thing that I'm going to need is the combine. And a big trailer. So, one more thing that I kind of want for my setup, and this might happen, it might not, is getting the Thrustmaster, the metal, the TH8A, whatever the multi-shifter, the one that's got like 16 shift patterns. They're about $100. We'll see. It's not really a necessity or anything right now. I like to add to the immersion. Playing with all of this stuff as opposed to the WASD keys for me is way harder. With the setup I have now, the WASD, I'm so used to that's very easy. But I like the realism part of this, and it kind of, I think it adds a lot to it. So we're gonna leave this here for now. Oh, I forgot to put the forks on. Good work. Okay, so I did have a test recording for this first, and the stuff that was on sale was way better, and I had almost a full like farm setup, and I still had $500,000 left over just because of the things that were on sale, like combines and stuff like that, headers, and it really saved me. This one's gonna be a little bit tougher, but that's okay. That's kind of the point. So like I said, we're just gonna back this up here. We're gonna leave it for now. We can hook up if we want to. All right. So now we're going to look at combines. So, like I said, here's the cheating mod right here. It can hold an enormous amount of grain if you get the real big extension. So, it's 23,000 liters. This thing will hold like the metric ton, literally metric ton. I guess with that you need the bigger engine. So now we're at a 0.5 mil, which again is not bad for yeah, I like the bigger tires, which is not bad for a combine. That's good. Numbers we don't need. Production year I don't care about. None of this I really care about. Don't need a hitch. I'm not going to be pulling anything. I do need the big pipe. We'll get the really big one because this thing does stick out quite a ways. I don't think I need to be that crazy or anything, but when you start getting down a little bit, that extra meter definitely is helpful. I mean, that is a long way, but some of these headers we have are ridiculous. So I will most likely leave on. We'll save probably, yeah, we'll save the 1,000. We won't go full 9. We're gonna buy this, and this one hurts. That one's a lot of money. Now we need a header for it. Everything that needs to be taken right now is grain, so we don't need a corn header. So let's look at, and I don't care that things match or not. That's not gonna bother me, but these are all the same price. One thing I do know is the Next Act stuff. If I can find one, you can put those on anything. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Speaking of which, where are they? Do I not have them installed? I thought I did. Okay, so 13 meters as opposed to 15 meters. I can probably justify the $10,000 for the extra 10. I wish I could get a Mac done. I just can't afford it. Alright, so we're going to do this. Now, I'm not going to get a trailer for it. I'm just going to put it on and pray I don't hit anything, even though I'm going to hit stuff. So that's that. And now I need a trailer for my truck. Semi-trailers. And I've got a lot of big ones. So I kind of want to stick with what I had before, which was the triple. Oh, man, that's $75,000 though. Oh, this is going to hurt. Super B's fun, but Crampy can haul everything though. It's extra 20,000. Heck with it. You know what? I never use this one. Room colors, that's fine. Yeah, why not? Just throw all our money away. Okay. So I also have to remember our operating costs every day are going to be a lot. A lot. So, hopefully we got some good contracts came up now. What do we got? Deadwood. See, $100,000 fertilizer one. I've got the stuff for it. That's perfect. I've only got a small harvester one, and it's wheat. That's okay. See, these hoeing ones come up. That's why I picked up the hoe. So I'm definitely going to grab this one. And I will start my guy on it. That's field 1, so it's all the way in the upper left corner. I'll go grab my hoe, we'll drive up there, and I will let a worker go to town on that for now, because I'm probably going to pick up that harvester one too. I got the wheel weight on? Yes, I do have the wheel weight, or not the wheel weight, the front weight on this. Okay, I will be switching to the map every now and then because I do not have this field memorized, but I'm pretty sure I knew where I was going, which is correct. Alright, and here we go. The one thing I do like about this, because I normally get the John Deere that everybody starts with, the really cheap one, but it only goes 23 miles an hour. I have the units in imperial, not metric, so it'll be miles per hour. It's degrees of Fahrenheit instead of Celsius in the upper corner there. Stuff like that. I've got pretty much everything keyed out. One thing I like is I have a lighting mod on here, kind of an extended lighting mod. It works out real nice. Usually when I drive down the street, I have the 4-ways on, but since there's no traffic, it doesn't really matter. It's good. It's good practice to do though. All right, so we're going to be coming up to our first field. So you'll notice on the right, this map has massive bar ditches, and you can go across them. I would not recommend it. I've gotten very, very stuck. Very, very stuck. Okay, so we're going to go start in the upper corner. I like to start in the upper corner because the guy gets lost a lot. So we're going to start by unfolding. See. There we go. Right away. Start off exactly bad. Alright, we'll start unfolding things. Get this guy set up. It's not bad, actually. That's pretty well lined up. Alright. Alright, bud. Have fun. Like I said, we don't have a good harvesting one, which I'm very displeased about, but that's okay. Active. $100,000 fertilizer one. Should I do that one? I think I might. Rock removal we don't have. And Deadwood, I didn't even buy a chainsaw, but I mean, that's easy. So, I don't have anything to do the fertilizing contract with. I don't have another tractor. So, that's no good. We're going to get everything hooked up here. Nothing we can use this for, of course, as of yet. And then, like I said, the cultivator will be later. Obviously, there's nothing to cultivate. It's August. All these maps always start in August. I wish I could start them in like May, March, April, somewhere around there. We're gonna get this guy hooked up. I'm just gonna get him moved over. You see the massive pipe on this thing is ridiculous. And the chute at the top is even more so. This thing holds just crazy grain. Alright, don't do this, but I'm going to. Easy. Usually that just grabs it for me. Okay. Like I said, I'm not good at this. Out of the way. I still have 160,000, so theoretically I could get another tractor and basically pay it off. Using that first contract, because it's 90-some thousand. I can get a tractor for right around 100,000. I could pay that off. I don't want another 6R. One of those Valtras was down here. That's only 123 horse. The amount of stuff we'll have to do in these large fields. The reason I picked this map is because the fields are so big. You need a lot of oomph. 113, yeah. I definitely would pick the Massey over those two, but where were those Valtras? It's a T-Series, so it's got good starting horsepower, and it can upgrade just a little bit. I think this was a T-Series too. Well, yeah, it was. So that one's got 18 hours. I've got 21. That's 85. This one's 80, so it saves a little bit of money. It's got a few more hours. I wish. One track I don't want. There's another 6R. Well, there was 3 6Rs? Wow. Yeah. I'm gonna go back up here. I like the Valtra. I'm gonna keep the Valtra. It's not the Valtra I like, but it's still fine. Okay, so 3-point is good to have. How much is? Ooh, that's a lot. So I don't care about manual and power shift. That doesn't bother me. But this is up to 230 horse. That's 250, and that brings me right to 100,000. No. I'm gonna upgrade it, right? Is that worth it? Is 20 horsepower worth 9 grand? I think it's worth 9 grand. Let's see what we got. Yeah, see, I like the spiky tires like this. And I do like wheel weights. I don't need reverse driving. I do have a setup for it, but I do not need it right now. Fuel tank. Is it just give me the different color? Yeah, okay. Front loader attacher. I do not need on this one because I already have one. I don't really care about the interior design. So we're sub 100,000. Unless this costs money. This is just a color I came up with. Yeah, it's an extra 5,000. Oh, it's so pretty though. Nope. Gotta save money. Gotta save money. Alright, so we're gonna buy this and we're gonna use it to fertilize. So I gotta go to my yield improvement. I can have a bunch of solid fertilizer. Yes. So we're probably gonna need several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Even more of our money now is totally destroyed. Alright. So let's go see what we can do here. I'm sure I messed something up, don't worry. Oh, I'm sure I'll hear about it. I should probably pick up the contract before it disappears. This does not have a front weight on it, but that's okay. So I think I still have the bug where loading this stuff up for some reason does not work. No, it doesn't. So, alright, now let's try it. Okay, fill. Keep filling. So this will get it halfway. And I do have a mod on called Super Strength. I was using Super Strength for this particular reason. When this stuff didn't work, I would pick the fertilizer up and hold it over the top, and it would just pour in. So that's something, if you guys didn't know, you can actually physically pour the stuff in your hoppers, and that's how I got away with it. Okay, so this field 16 and field 2. So 2 is quite a bit faster. Well, no. It's, yeah, it all works out. Let's do the big one. The only bad thing about when you're using the AI in these fields, they're so large, they have these little paths, and following the little paths, the AI, it messes the AI up. So it takes them about 3 times as long to do a contract as opposed to yourself. Field number 1, where my guy is right now, doesn't have any of those, but like in 16, you can see that line coming down just north of where 16 is. That will mess the AI up to no end. And one of these days, I'm gonna drive the right direction here. So that's why we're going to be doing this ourselves. Alright, and just for now, I'm going to keep everything on. The roads are also very bumpy. As we're trucking along, I think my initial goal would probably be to purchase field number 3. 19 will get me the farm itself, but all that it has there is some buildings, so it doesn't really do anything for us. It doesn't add anything. So we're gonna pop into here. And I like to use the lines because I'm horrible at this game, like I said. So let me get that set up. I do not want the AI worker. I just want steering assist. Working with is fine. Okay. And I want the lines. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we're good. All right. And activate. And here we go. Okay. And that was my giant paddle shifter you guys just heard. See the overflow on this? It's got it all the way to the road, so I'm actually fertilizing the road here too. Not a super big deal. It's just a waste. And I don't think this amount of fertilizer is actually going to finish the whole thing. So we're going to go around the edge. We're going to do the headlands first, and then everything else. So stay tuned. Alright, that is one contract finished. So we're gonna get our stuff back to our little holding area. The hoeing contract is almost complete, and then we're going to check for more contracts here in a minute. Once we get back to the yard, we'll look on expanding out. Like I said, hopefully we have one of these harvesting contracts available, such as this one that I'm passing would be awesome. I think that's canola, and that's a big field. Uh-oh, my roadway's ending. Oh, it's okay. The bar ditch is filled in here, so we're lucky there. Like I said, once we get back to our area, we'll check on everything. Okay, so that's $94,000. What do we got? We got lots more fertilizing contracts, and we got a couple of hard. Ooh, here's a good one. What is this? Wheat is a good one. There's that field we passed, which is canola. That's only 89, huh? We're gonna definitely pick up one of these hoeing contracts, and we'll continue on from there. I am going to grab this one because that's a lot of money, and it's going to take a lot of time. We'll get everything set up though. We'll get all that set up in a second. Once this hoeing contract gets underway, we'll be good to go. Alright, before I get everything going, I'm going to set a cut here, and we'll see you guys on the next one.